Hey guys, welcome in. What's up, boss? Today, my neck is killing me. But I'm up and at 'em and ready to go pretty early this morning, which is nice. So, oops, that's not what I want. I'm trying to decide what to do today. Because the themes for February today are ancient ruins and Fae masks. And I don't know if I really like either of these options, to be honest. So I'm kind of tempted just to like make some more weapons. Like I think some like ancient ruin, like a modular ancient ruin pack would be cool, but I also just sort of feel like that's like all over the marketplace. And I feel like it's gonna take longer than like a couple hours to do like a decent like ruins pack. And I just don't think that's the scope for this challenge. You know. Also, I have dog hair all over me because one of my dogs. Hello, Square Peg. What are we making today? Yeah, I haven't decided yet. I think we might just do some more weapons. Maybe we should make... Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what comes up when I do. A mask. I don't know if like a mask is like a like generic enough prop that it would like sell. I mean, maybe we had like 10 different masks or something. Do like a little mask set, I guess, but I don't know if it's like, it just feels like really niche to me. Like I don't think anyone's gonna like go out of their way to buy a mask set unless they have like a very specific reason for their game, you know. And just like including it in a mega bundle thing is just sort of like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like that's something super useful. So yeah, let's just do some more weapons. And I kind of want to just do like sword, dagger, axe, hammer, staff. Maybe not even axe and hammer. We just do like sword. Let's just do like the 4 main classes. Let's do like sword. Unfortunately, we got to do dagger for rogues. So let's do sword, dagger, bow, like a hunter, a staff for a mage, and that's it. All right, we got our tank, healer, slash mage, and then like our hunter and rogue. And that'll work. Brass knuckles. I literally have brass knuckles for sale on Turbo Squid. I don't think I've sold them in like years, but I think I sold like 1 copy of them. I should sign in and see if I've sold any more. It's like the only thing I ever put on Turbo Squid. I was like, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of models for Turbo Squid and start selling them a long time ago. And so I like started doing that, and I think I just made like 1 set of brass knuckles because it was like easy and it was like the first thing I thought of for some reason. And so I decided to try that. That's what I want, I guess. logging in. I don't think I ever even like got paid out for it because your account's inactivity, you're in danger of losing any monies in your account earned over 5 years ago. To avoid losing these monies, I love that it says monies. Like, why does it say monies? Okay. What, like they should have just called it earnings or something. I don't know. You must acknowledge your interest in property held in your account. Okay, so apparently I made money, and I don't know how much. I hope it's not like, I mean, I hope it is a few $100s. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't think it is. Ever thought about making a whip? No, and the reason is because whips in video games are extremely hard to do, and because it requires like a crazy animation to do the whip, right? Like think about like how much goes into like making a whip, and like the problem with that is like the animation can't just be like a solid animation either. It has to be a dynamic animation, because imagine how hard it would be if you had to be the exact distance for the whip to crack on the enemy, right? Like with a sword, you can just stand up in their face or within like a certain distance away and you swing the sword and it's going to hit them, right? But with a whip, it has to be like a long distance, and it has to be a specific long distance. If it's too long, it won't hit, and if it's too short, you won't hit, right? So but what you want to do is make it so if you are shorter than that like longest length, that max length, then it still hits. So you have to retract the animation. It's just like a whole long thing. I considered it for Swords and Magic, so I was like, that'd be a really cool weapon. And then once I like just started thinking through it for just a few minutes, I was like, yeah, this is probably not worth the effort. It'd be a bunch of work. Anyway, I am trying to see on my account, but I don't see anything about any sort of like I have order history. This is probably my order history though. Bought some dumb stuff on here a long time ago. Artist settings. I have read and understand the rules. Definitely done that. $16 lifetime sales. My information on here is wrong. I guess I'll pay myself out my $16. And it's gonna be like, how did you, what, like, she does all the taxes, so she'd be like, what is the $16 payment? A problem with my account. Oh, I have to submit a W-9 before I get my $16. Honestly, I think let's leave this alone. We're getting really distracted. I'm getting really distracted. Anyway. Oh no, I just realized that tomorrow's theme is Herbalist Kit. I literally did that yesterday for, well, I don't know what we did it for. Mystic Gardens or something. What else is the Mermaid's Lagoon? I guess we could do like mermaid themed things. Yeah, we did Mystic Gardens. Okay. Let's make some weapons. Let's just make let's just like make a super simple set of like basic beginner weapons, like novice weapons. The question is, do we make them wood or we make them like iron? Just like cheap iron. What about something like this? Like some fist weapons. So the problem with that for this kit, when you're making game art, is you have to make game art that's, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up, right? The problem is, how many people do you think are making a game that need a fist weapon? And how many people do you think are making a game that need a sword? Right? So while I do think that like some things on the marketplace that are like unique can do well because they're unique and because like, you know, you can't get that anywhere else. At the same time, you might find like 2 people, right, that want to buy that thing because they're like, oh, that'd be so cool in my game. I never thought about doing something like that before. Or maybe like they were looking like specifically for the thing. But I just feel like it's such a small amount of people that are gonna be finding it that like it's almost not even worth the effort to make it, because I'm probably only gonna make like 20 bucks, right? But if I make generic things like a set of like your basic like weapons like sword, dagger, bow, you know, shield, staff or whatever, those are things that almost every fantasy gamer is going to have, and so every single person looking for a game in this art style could buy that pack, right? So it's just like, how niche do you want to go? That's a really important like factor when it comes down to like how to make like making game assets. I've discovered, and like you want to stay niche, but you also want to like I think there's going to come a time when I have like all the niche like all the generic things like done, and it'll be like, okay, now I can start making like niche sets, because people who have bought these sets will then see the cool niche like interesting things and they'll buy those too. But until I have like a nice big variety, like imagine going to like someone's asset store and being like, oh man, I love this style, I want to go buy it, like I need some weapons in the style, and you open it up and all there is like fist weapons and a whip, right? Like those are cool, but or developers are going to be like, well, my game needs a sword. I don't need fist weapons and a whip. I'm literally just starting the game, and I don't think I'm going to make fist weapons or a whip in my game. And like maybe later down the road, when I keep releasing more and more things, then I can do like fist weapons and a whip. And if they've already bought all the packs before that for their game, then they'll see those and be like, oh, that's so cool, I'm going to add that to my game, right? So I think like it depends on when you want to, like, I think it really depends on when you release it and like what you have before that, and try to hook your customer with the generic stuff more first. But that's just my opinion. I just know, given from like every single time I've ever made games, almost every single time I end up making a bunch of generic stuff first, especially with fantasy games, and then I start making the more unique stuff later. And that's how Swords of Magic started. That's how like almost every fantasy game goes. I don't know what those are called, but they're in the game EverQuest and they look kind of cool. Yeah, that was a screenshot from WoW, isn't it? That's World of Warcraft. That's a monk. But yeah, there's fist weapons. What's up, Mom? Welcome in. I was gonna call you this morning, and then I decided that I would stay on the phone for an hour, and I needed to get my stream in, so I decided not to yet. At least you're making money now, but if you were honest with yourself, how much did you actually post in there? I posted one thing in there, Brendan, and I made $16. So I made way more in the marketplace. It wasn't worth it. I'm not even gonna bother like doing the W9 and stuff. It's $16. Like it's more headache on my end than it's worth. Like they'll just. Also, I'm pretty sure that if they send it to the state of Louisiana as unclaimed money, then I can just go in there and I just have to like prove, like, let's like send a picture of my ID or whatever and prove it's me, and then I can claim it. So like I'll get paid out of there, and then no one has to pay taxes on it, I assume. I don't know how that works. Adding depth to character classes with new sets of weapons is pretty nice though. Yeah, agreed. After you have the basic stuff done. What's up, Matt? Welcome in. That's sandwich money right there. That's true. That is sandwich money right there. Like a rogue can use daggers or swords. A warrior can use hammer, axe, or swords. Yeah, I know. I agree. The point is, starting generic. That's all I'm saying. I think the more generic you go, the more like chances you are for someone to pick up your pack. And when it comes to like, I only sell assets to make money. I make assets because I enjoy doing it, but I only sell them to make money. So like, when it comes to game development, like, it's not all about making money for me. Like, I really like making things, and sometimes like there's certain things that I don't think are gonna like necessarily be like a huge seller or anything like that. Like, it's not gonna be like, if I add treasure hunting to Swords of Magic, it's gonna blow up. Like, I don't think that's the case, right? But I really like the idea of treasure hunting in the game, and I wanted to build that system, so I'm gonna do that. Sorry, Lux is walking into the green screen. So like, that's not about making money. That's about like enjoying my trade and like wanting to like make something cool. But when it comes to this, I'm not gonna like go make things out of the I'm not gonna go out of my way to make a bunch of cool stuff that I think would just be like fun to make. Because if I'm gonna do that, I'll make it for like a game, right? For this, it's all about making money, unfortunately. Doesn't mean I sacrifice quality or anything like that. Like I still do my best to make cool stuff, but okay. So I'm gonna start with this, but we're gonna, yeah, I think we'll just get rid of that, and then we'll probably get rid of these. We're just gonna like kind of modify the one we already have because it's just easier this way. We're just going like super simple, so I think I'm gonna go like really flat kind of hilt design maybe. Now I'm like, that was too narrow. All right, we need to bevel this, but I don't want to bevel that piece. Okay, nice and simple. Let's make this fixed pile palette, and then do like a dull metal, and then I'm gonna do the same for these ones. I don't like how much bigger like around this thing is than the hilt is. Oops.
The base is a little too thick now. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, super simple basic sword. That's fine. Now we're gonna make I guess we gotta make a shield for it. Or should we do a dagger first? I guess we can kind of just like I wanna change the blade up for the dagger though. I don't wanna just do like the same thing. Actually, we'll keep this, but we're gonna get rid of all this. I think. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Where's the button? Okay, there's a dagger. Actually, you know what? I think we can get rid of these two. Excuse me? Hold on, I did that. That was dumb. I want to get rid of these. Okay, we're just gonna break this and then we'll fix it. Okay, let's just do this. So never mind. We're just gonna go back. It wasn't worth the effort. Good enough. Save that. Okay, we need a bow. Oh, no, we need a shield. Let's do a shield first. Oh, what's up, Garen? Sorry I missed your message. Doing pretty good. How are you? Let's just do let's see, let's do like I hear the baby. We're just gonna do kind of like a buckler. And I'm thinking we'll just do like kind of like a wooden one. We should also put some like dings in all these. Like the swords and stuff, like we should probably like make like mess them all up. They're gonna look like newbie swords. Let's get you're in the zone. Thanks. What's up, Austin? I'm working on a game with the material method you showed me the other day. Big thanks. I ended up making my own palette instead of Infancy's. Yeah, I actually think that's honestly probably for the best. Making your own palette is always like it's gonna be better. What I'm kind of thinking is we're just gonna fill this inside with planks. We'll just make like one. Just make like one plank to start, and then we'll just duplicate that around. Actually, I'm gonna make 2 planks. One is just gonna be like the inside here, so we're just gonna double these. Let's add a notch or 2 in it. Maybe that bevel should have been tighter. I'm gonna go all the way to the other side. That way we get like double bang for a buck, you know? Let me we scale this in on itself and pull it in like that. Cool. And now we have to grab these edges, and they're going to be beveled. We're going to tighten up that bevel a bit. Cool. I'm thinking we should have tightened up this bevel too. Okay, and now we're gonna do, I want to do some cuts like this. Cool, we'll put one on this side. Okay, so can't really scale now though, which is kind of like, it sucks, but whatever. Oh, those didn't get merged. That's interesting. That's okay. We're gonna cut that out, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's duplicate this one. We actually do want to like put this up here. So we got that nice like cut in the middle of it. Also thinking this is a little too big. Or we should have made our wood bigger maybe. I wanted to do another one because I wanted to like bevel the ends of it too, and then have it like be like half a piece, which I know would no one ever actually make a shield like that, but like it would have been just different. I don't know, would have been fine. Let's freeze transforms and mirror this, and then let's also mirror it in Y. Oh wait, did we not mirror it in X? Oh, never mind. Yes, we should. It's just it didn't mirror it as a group. Okay, we're getting close. Let's do another sphere or another cylinder. Make this one 16 probably. We're kind of like losing all the detail we just put in there though. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're gonna merge all these together now. Not this. And then we need to slice off the outside edge here. So what we're gonna do is we'll just make a cylinder. Do 12. I think I did that wrong. I did. This one might wait. No, I need the opposite of this. I don't think I have up here. Mesh booleans. I want not the difference. I want the intersection. Or that not work. You didn't want to do it? You didn't want to? There we go. That's what I wanted. Yes. Okay, and then let's see what this left us with. So it did close all those up, which we don't want. And we've got some messy geometry in some of these places, which we'll clean up. That was probably not a big deal. Like some of this stuff, like we don't need these all together. In fact, we can just go down there. I guess that's kind of got to stay there. Probably don't need like these in here. Okay, good. Let's go a little bit more, a little whiter on this, and then let's put some nope. Let's put some bolts on it. Let's do cylinders. A quick little bevel on this. Maybe, and then should we do like a handle on the back side of this, like for your hand to fit in, or should we just like leave it open and just not worry about that? I think we'll just leave it open. What's up, Nintendo? Nintendo. Welcome in. All right, so let's grab this piece and this piece and this piece. Oh, I guess never. Well, hold on, I'm dumb. I'm so used to the Swords Magic texturing method that I keep forgetting that I don't need separate materials on all these. do a dull metal on here. And that's that. Should we close up some of the gaps a little bit, or should we just leave them like this? We could probably just leave it. We could also do like one more piece of metal that goes like through here if we wanted to. I think it's probably fine. Let's do a notch on this. Or two. And let's do one like right next to it, I guess. We could do like another like ding or something, I guess, if we really wanted to. We're doing a bigger one this time. I make a game called Isabel. I sure did make a game called Isabel. It's on itch. You played it? Sorry, I was in the zone a little bit, not really paying attention to chat. But yeah, I totally did make Isabel. It was played by Markiplier and Jacksepticeye in its heyday when it first came out. Now I'm making a game called Swords and Magic and stuff, which is a bit different. Cool, and then over here, maybe we'll just like kind of shave off a section of this just to give it like a little bit of like a ding. Actually, we'll just do this. This will be cleaner. Whoa. Sometimes it has like other vertices attached still for some reason. Technically, I guess all of these should be beveled. Yep. Let's do one more of those. Like right here. What are you doing? I pressed C and then it for some reason randomly selected all those faces. Why do you ask, Mtendo?
Okay, we've accidentally gone. Oh, I see what's happening. That might have been a little too much. He gives it a pretty big ding. Code Compadre, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, that kind of, let's go back. He was just a little too aggressive on that one, and so like really stands out. I don't want to stand out that much. I want one here, pink. Don't want it that aggressive. Like that. I don't know, this might not be worth the effort, but we're gonna try again. That's better, I guess. What if we did one like right here? We did like the whole edge. Not worth it. Okay, good enough. Oh, you know what we could do? We could actually put a, actually. It'd be nice to have like a slash through the middle of this, like right in the center. Or at least like a ding or something, but that's gonna be a lot of topology to work through, so I don't know if it's gonna be worth the effort. That'd be perfect for a normal map probably, but we're not using normal maps, so we'll probably just leave it. Just save it. We can move on. All right, we got a sword, we got a shield, we got a dagger. We need a staff, and we need a bow. Should we make a long bow or a recurve bow? Endo came in and was like, I'm gonna dredge up your past and then abandon you. I don't know what he wanted. All right, we're gonna make a bow. I'm gonna use my other bow as a reference here. Like, I already have this bow. Maybe we should just like refactor this bow a little bit so it matches the style a little more. No, we'll make a new one. I press H sometimes instead of J, which H hides things. Then I lose the thing. We're gonna do no, let's turn on symmetry in Y. No, in Z. And then let's cry because it didn't work. Why? trying to decide if I should like actually like put a shelf on it. This is the first bow I've made since I actually learned how to shoot a bow, and I actually own a bow now. So I'm like, ah, man, I've never made bows correctly before. Should I actually like make them look a little more realistic or not? And I kind of want to, but I also kind of feel like it's not really that important. This edge right here, though, needs to be beveled. Yeah. Maybe it needs. I'm thinking I need to go a little. I need to go chunkier on it. I think I went way too thin. I was just kind of following with like what made sense for the based on this sword and shield, but I think it just needs to be chunkier. Okay, we're gonna extrude these out. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Those are just so simple that like once like you have to kind of like fancy them up a little bit to make them look interesting. but I guess it's fine. It's just like really fat compared to that. I didn't expect to struggle this one. I don't know why. I guess just because I'm trying to make it look interesting and it's not like super working out. I don't know what I'm doing. Spending way too much time on it. Recurve sounds cool. Oh, and I went longbow. Sorry. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's just string it, I guess. Should we put I don't know, that's fine. Let's do a Taurus. Let's do a cylinder first for the string. And I think I'm just gonna do like 6 radius. It's gonna be pretty thin. I'm kind of like thinking that might just be good enough. We'll just duplicate that. It's a pretty simple bow, but like I think that's fine probably. Oops, don't export that. So the question is, do we rig the bow and make it like a skeletal mesh? Because bows do move when you draw them back. What's up, Ingenium? Let's just do this. Let's do like that color, I guess. We need to go brighter than that. That's not gonna work. For the red, I mean. Let's just make it an actual like red. Or we can go to more generic, I guess. Let's go more generic with it. I don't think chat is updating, at least it isn't on screen. Yeah, it looks like the YouTube chat is not updating for some reason. Be cool for sure if you showed rigging the bow. If we're gonna rig the bow, I have to add more edge loops, or at least one. Probably want to do like this. Then we can add, I mean, I guess we can. It just means we have to do like an animation for like pulling it back and then firing it, which is fine. I just hate doing that because then it's like sets like a precedent, like, and then you also have to worry about like developers now have to like match up the animation with their character animation, and that kind of sucks. Maybe we just rig it and we don't animate it, because then they can like I don't know. I was gonna say maybe we just rig it so like the string can be pulled back and the bow doesn't bend. Or we could just have two animation states where it's like pulled back and not pulled back, and then devs could just like blend between the two animations with like a lerp in their animation blueprint. I sort of feel like it would be the responsible thing to do to like package these up with a character and then put the animation on it. You can do it, but also like let's just, it's fine. That's like part of the work, right? Not really our fault. Not really like our problem, I guess. Are you going to change the character in your game? No more squarehead. This is not for my game. I'm making assets on the side. I'm doing the Faebruary art challenge, which is like a month-long challenge where you make art every day. And it's supposed to be Fae related, but I've just decided to go with like more fantasy related. And I'm just using it as an excuse to make a bunch of art so I can sell art packs. So I'll be selling all this stuff in the Unreal Marketplace, and then maybe eventually the Itch Marketplace, and maybe one day Unity, we'll see. So no, Swords of Magic is still the same old characters and the same old look, the same old everything. I have it open over here because I'm planning on working on treasure hunting later this evening. But yeah, it's not changing. Yeah, this is just an art pack. This is the character style in this project. Quite different. Thanks, Cirrus. What's the purpose of those arts you're making? New game? Okay, yeah, you heard me. Hopefully you heard me. Did you? If you didn't catch that, let me know and I'll explain it again. Okay, I like the bow. I do think it's a little bit boring compared to the other things, but I don't know really like. I guess it's fine. I don't know if I'm gonna rig it. I'm not gonna rig it. I think if people are like, oh man, I wish the bow was rigged, then maybe I'll like update it and add like a rigged version of it. Or I could just be like, send me an email and I'll shoot you like a rigged version of the bow or whatever. I don't know. I think it's probably fine. Okay, let's export these. Oh, we need a staff. Okay, so what do we want to do for a staff? I want to do something pretty generic once again. And like I said, we can like, this is like the base set. So we can do like this is like level 1 weapons. We could do like level 10 weapons, you know, or whatever, and just like make more advanced versions, some like cooler looking ones. And then we could do like an epic set or whatever too. Like we could have like 3 or 4 different like tiers of weapons and then just sell them like all in one like mega pack, or sell each one as like a $3 set, you know, whatever. Let's just do, like, for the staff, let's just do something kind of generic, I guess, yeah. But yeah, I used to watch people, I used to watch streamers all the time when I was just starting out, before I was streaming really, or when I just started streaming. And I'd watch them like make like cool assets or whatever. This one guy I watched a whole lot, Sinqnew, I think, Sinqnew, Sinqnew. I don't know how you pronounce his name. He was making like a whole like fantasy world, and it was like epic and massive. It was like this whole city, and like there's like a whole like forest and like waterfalls and just like a huge massive like world they were just like building. And I remember asking him like, what's this for? Is this for a game? And he was like, no, it's just for fun. We're just building it, me and a couple friends. And I was like, what a waste. I was like so mad that he wasn't like gonna do something cool with it. But now like, I don't know. I guess like my goal is like to sell these so like you guys could even potentially buy them and then like make your own game out of them. But I was kind of mad that he wasn't like doing more with it. What's up, Cog? All right, let's sorry, this scale is probably fine actually. Just scale it down so it can be we're still on object Z. We can probably turn that off now. I'm thinking we'll just do some pretty simple we're gonna like tweak this a whole bunch. You know what, I'm actually gonna just bevel these edges. I'm done. Rather than trying to do it right now. Like as we go. Oh, missed that first one. We're gonna bevel these ones and kind of, I don't want it to be like super curvy. Maybe I do. Nah, I think I want to tighten those up a little bit. That's what I meant. And then I think we'll actually scale these up a little bit. And then we'll try this thing in the middle to kind of make them look like knots. Yeah, I'm liking that. So I'm thinking it might need to be a little chunkier. So maybe we'll do like this. Cool. And then we'll make this right here. The handle. Again, we got the wrong thing. Oop. Nope, wasn't that with that. Maybe? I feel like we could do... I think this case is actually pretty close. Maybe we grab like... up here and kind of like rotate this out. Just so we have a little more like interest from the front. One thing I always run into is like, I mean, bows are hard to do, swords are hard to do, but like whenever you see like a weapon from like front on like that, you lose a lot of like the silhouette. And so if it's something I can like kind of like change up a little bit, then I will. What's up, Zoran? I don't know what you're saying. Cog, I don't know if you can see or hear me right now, because there's supposed to be an ad going on right now. But I think that you mentioned something about ad block last time, so I think you can hear me. This is your third time here today. I don't know what's going on with Twitch, but I couldn't type on mobile for a bit. Yeah, I wonder if Twitch is acting like weird today, because people have been very, very quiet today. Not a lot of chatting. Just having some coffee before I get tucked into the engine. Gotta get some gray box done today. Fun. Assuming you didn't hear any of that though. Okay, I like the look of this. I'm wondering, should we put a gem in the middle? Like, I know this is probably cooler than the other things, but at the same time, like, it's a magic staff. Let's do it. All right, let's give these all, I guess the gem's gonna get its own material because it's gonna be shiny. But this one is gonna be, okay, and we'll just do the whole thing. I kind of want to make this like a more interesting colored wood. Meh. I guess it doesn't like quite match as well that way. Okay. I know I was thinking that like, we should do like a pickaxe and like an axe or something, but I think we have dwarven tools coming up on the list, so like we'll probably make some harvesting tools then. What makes it magic? I guess the crystal, right? I guess it's, yeah. I don't know. Magic staves can be magic based on whatever you want your world to do, I guess. I want to tweak this a little bit because I like how we made that look on the staff. So this is in. Kind of. Do I like how we did that on the staff? The staff looks better, but also like the staff is magic. It has a little more style to it. All right, let's export these. I do feel like I want to do something else, but we don't really need to, so I think we might just call it done here. We made accessory dagger. Why do we call them accessory? Let's just call it weapon underscore staff underscore simple. We should probably move the pivot point there. I mean, nah, probably not. We should probably just center it. I move my pivot points offward because I want that to attach to, like, I want the arm or like the shield to attach to the hand, but then offset like by a little bit. So when they have the shield up, like it's off the arm. But I don't know how other developers would do that, so I'm not gonna assume. Oh, we need to make, I should probably make an arrow to go with the bow. I don't know, I need to duplicate that to do it. I was just gonna use the string as like the shaft, but let's do I guess.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna see if we can salvage this. Okay, good. All right, I gotta do feathers. It's got Pal World potential for real. I mean, I appreciate that, I think. Saphira, thanks so much for the sub. That was nice of you. I am the one viewer. What is happening on Twitch right now? Why does it say one viewer? It says I have 8 viewers, and it says 2 on YouTube and 1 on Twitch. Now I have 9 viewers. What is going on with Twitch right now? Multiple channels got hit? With what? Bugs? I'm glad I'm not doing anything important today. Glad we weren't having like an event or anything like that. We're just doing some modeling. That is really dumb. I don't know, there should actually be like anything at the end of the arrow. Probably not. No, I'll probably just do. We'll just have it wood at the end. There actually is like a knock at the end of arrows, but like I don't know if medieval arrows have them. We'll just do that. It'll be our own thing. All right, now the tricky part. We have to do fletching. I think we're just gonna do. I think we'll just kind of fake it. Oh yeah, and there is also 3 feathers on a bow, not just 2. Or on an arrow. Should turn on symmetry. We're gonna have to put an edge loop through here. Maybe not, that didn't seem to like help. But yeah, it did. Took a second for like the video to catch up. That'll probably work. Excuse me? That was weird. Oh. My bad. I was thinking the symmetry wasn't gonna work because it was in X, but it was object. Okay, there's an arrow. I don't like the fletching though. Let's go merge this, I guess. Go bigger on it, a little more stylized. I also think we should put cut through here on just the one. Don't close that. Okay. There we go. Let's cut again, actually. Oh, what have I done? How did I do that? I don't know, because I tried to, I see what I did. I tried to use this guy. Like we should do it on all of them, but I don't know. I think that's probably fine. So that means if this guy was pulled back to there, yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's use the bow wood, but let's make it like lighter. Should we rotate this? Also, I just realized that we put our bow in facing the other direction. We should probably go this direction. And same with our staff. We should probably face everything down X. So let's do our arrow the same. We'll try to like center it a little the best we can, I guess. Oh my god. Push the right buttons. I wonder if our shield should also be facing down X. Probably, huh? Well, I don't know, because you use... Okay, so if you're holding a sword like this, and that's facing down X, I guess you'd hold the shield the same. It would just be on the side of your hand. So yeah. Okay, cool. Save. I like these. I know they're pretty simple, but like that's what they're supposed to be. It's supposed to be like level 1 weapons, so like I like them. What's up, Carl? Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now at Twitch. Like everything is very messed up right now. We are the brain cell. You're all one viewer, separate but one. I guess so. I think the staff is still slightly off tilt. Yeah, it is, but like on purpose. Like it's supposed to be like a gnarled kind of like staff. Oh, I guess, you know what though? This should be a little more straight. That's what you're referring to. But yeah, it is supposed to be like twisted and like it's I literally did this part on purpose to like tweak it off center so it wasn't so perfectly aligned. That was Fae Day. It's going. Do you think the Vela monkeys can be good programmers? I don't know what that is. A derogatory term for Brazilians living in slums. Then I suppose that's not very nice. I think. And 2, there wasn't a 1. But yes, I think anyone can be a good programmer. John, I'm gonna maybe there's other monkeys called that, right? Or actual monkeys called that, and we'll let it slide for now. But that'll be a warning if we're doing that again. Anyway, otherwise, how's it going today? It's going well. Except for me, Ryan. What's except for you? Oh yeah, we're trying to export the staff again. All right, we need to open up our project. Wrong button. Never will be a good programmer. Yeah, right. You were able to make practically a whole game in your basically in your first attempt, pretty much. With Turbo Champ, like You know how long it took me to make something of that quality? Imposter syndrome creeps in. Yeah. Like, I've been making games for 15 years now. No. 18-ish years now. And it took me until, I don't know, it's been a while. It took me a long time to make something. You gotta learn Elm, it's my secret sauce. I don't think Elm is the key here. I think I know what I'm doing now. But now I'm questioning myself now that you say that. I'm sick of opening this level, so we just set it to default. Okay, let's bring our, whoop, wrong controls. We're using Maya controls. Let's bring our weapons in next to our super special fancy knight weapons. Elm won't help you. It's just a thing I love to push. Completely unrelated to game dev. Yeah, that's true. I feel like the wood could have been darker. It's a little washed out, but we'll see what it looks like in the actual scene. What color should this be? Should we do ice? Let's do earth. I think that's the most generic. Yeah, they're all like really light. But that happened last time too when we did this, because they ended up being like way too light. So the question is, do we go back in and like change that, or do we just leave them being light colored and get with it? Let's put the arrow on the bow for showcasing purposes. And maybe we put this shield next to the sword. When you make staves or items like this, why don't you use vertex colors to mask the colors of the crystal instead of using textures? Or well, I guess for anything that has a max 3 colors. Because I'm using a totally different material with a totally different thing. I'm already using vertex colors to like do that. Or not vertex colors. I'm using you. I don't know what you're talking about. I just feel like this is like a very straight line right here on the staff, and I don't like that very much. I think we need to curve it in a little more. I'm not sure what you mean, I guess, Carl. It's a totally different material in here that I use for the staff. Right, like I have this material which has like Fresnel and everything, all this crazy stuff on it. And then the other material, which is just a texture swatch or texture, sorry, a texture palette.
So like there's no way for me, as far as I know, to like mask that out and use one material. It's like they're totally different materials. And yeah, I don't think that's possible. Unless you have some magic trick that I've never heard of or don't know anything about, which I would be open to hearing. I still haven't made a game all the way through. You're doing great. Thanks, Karen. So is Ryan. This is Ryan's first attempt at a game, and he's already got a Steam page up. Well, it's technically his second attempt. He did play around with like an RPG thing, and I think he realized real fast why Swords and Magic isn't finished yet. But yeah, I think he'll finish Turbo Champ. It's gonna be great. So many features in Swords and Magic. Yep, that is a problem. All right, did we already take the screenshot? I think we did. I'm gonna go post it in our February challenge. I really want to redo the colors though. I don't like the light colors. I think we do them. I think we go back to like darker wood. In any RPG? Yeah, no kidding. It's every RPG has a lot of features. All right, we're doing it because it's bothering me. Like they look great in here. I guess we just need to remember the here. And you know what's weird? I actually wonder. No, it's 2.0. It's weird because like when I was making this stuff before, it was like a lot lighter in here. But like it's definitely not like just this light intensity. What does this mean? It keeps changing a couple of the things back there. Like this lantern is changing. Interesting. It was just like changing the like what Z order was showing, I guess. I don't know. When I was making, yeah, but anyway, when I was in my 2018 or 2020 or 2021 or whatever I was using before this one, maybe 2022, I don't remember what it was. Everything in here would look like a lot lighter, and I don't know what happened that like turned like everything a lot darker, but it's like not matching up very well with Unreal, and it's really making it difficult. But I don't know. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if it's like maybe I deleted a light something. I don't know. Anyway, let's just I just want to move all these UVs over into like I'm just gonna grab like all of them, just move all the rounds down. Just grab all of them and just shift like I don't want the light colors. This one. Let's just shift all these down like there. Staff. Dagger. I mean, it's better. I don't know if it was worth the effort because it's like still not like exactly what I wanted, but it's much better. So I really like your UI in S&M. It's so simple but so well made at the same time. I tried to achieve the same, but it's hard. Influency, what are you using to make your UI? What are programs? I use Affinity Designer. And actually, to be honest with you, a lot of our UI is just like all programmed in. Like if we look at like let's see, the staples. It's lunchtime. I'm yawning, but it's lunchtime. So all the stable stuff right here, like none of this is like art other than like icons. So like this border right here uses this UMG like radial thing, which is like, it's just like I'm pretty sure it's just a masked like circle. I was like, what's the name for a 2D sphere? Like, tell me you're a 3D artist without telling me you're a 3D artist, I guess, huh? Can't remember the term for circle, but can remember sphere. Anyway, yeah, so this is just like a masked, like a radial gradient like circle. Oops. And then what I've done is it has like everything in Source Magic has this like a little bit of like bubble around it, like, right? Like, so instead of like a straight line, you have like a little bit of a curve, right? Everything does that. And then the corners like just kind of slightly rounded or hard, like point. And like even in like everything in like the game does that too, pretty much. Maybe not everything, but things lately. Here's a good example. This vase, right? So instead of this vase just being like a square or like having hard edges all the way around and making it look like really whatever, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like has these like bubbled out edges a little bit to give it like the illusion of being round, but then like the edges are only hardened on like the sharp edges on the corner, so it just has like, so it still feels like it's a cube, but it's like bubbled. And like pretty much everything in the game does that, unless it's like structurally meant to be a square, like another pot that does that. Barrels don't count because they're not meant to be circular. What else does that? Hold on, I think there's more things. Look in here. I thought I had more things in here that did that. I don't know. Anyway, but there's a lot of stuff in the game that does that. It's not as like established of a style anymore. But anyway, but we did like the same thing with the UI. So the UI kind of does like, it's really hard to tell in here. But if you like zoom in close, you can see how like this is pulled away. It's like not against the edge. It's just because it has like this really subtle like bowing effect. So like in the center here, it's like against it, right? I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, everything does that. Like this piece does it too. You can see it like bow a lot. So it all just has like that very subtle bow to it, and that's about it. And it's just a bunch of layers. So none of this is even like made in like an art program. Some things like the X or whatever is, but like that kind of stuff just pretty simple, like basic art. And with these like little plus symbols. Actually, I think these are just text. I think each one of these is just a text plus symbol. Yeah, like this right here should be like bowed and like different, but looks like it's supposed to be. I don't know why it's not going up correctly. I don't know why that's a square. Oh well, I'm not gonna mess with it now. Anyway, yeah, so everything's just kind of like just this fancy little bowed thing. This is doing it too. It's like the exact same like effect everywhere. That's really all I did. Mine looked blank and so empty. Yeah, it's all about layers and like colors, I think. Like everything is just kind of like this washed out brown color in Swords of Magic, which is kind of, I don't know, it just took a little while. Also, like you need an accent color. So ours is obviously red. Like everything in the game is like has that red accent color.
So pretty much every button in the game has, and every label in the game, and every like title in the game, pretty much all red. So just pick like an accent color you want, and then pick like a more washed out like neutral color for like your backgrounds. Anyway, don't say that. Why are you through there? Okay, we're done here. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm so tired. But I'm going to go raid somebody, and I'm gonna go check on the family because I don't know what they're doing. We'll see if Twitch is working for me. Looks like it's working just fine for everybody else. We're the only ones with only one. Oh no, now we have viewers again. It says we have 22 viewers, but my counter only says 14. I don't know what's happening. No crazy texture stuff. Yeah. Yeah, mostly just because like we were doing low poly stuff anyway, that it just didn't seem like it fit. I don't know. I don't even want to raid today. Let's just go raid in Karn. All right. Guys, thanks for coming in today. It was fun. I'll be back tomorrow again. Tomorrow is Saturday. So it'll just be like a short stream just to do some art stuff, just like today was pretty much. But yeah, next week I'm going to be churning out stuff for treasure hunting. So that update should be coming out soon. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.